Input is Happy New Year to all our readers. Now, you know that in machine input output, the first step is to look at the last step and find out the logic, and based on that logic, look at the step-by-step process. Understand the step-by-step process and then mark the answers to the given questions. Now, when you look at the last step for this illustration, which is step 4, it says readers happy all, year, hour, new, to, and so on. So clearly, if you see the last step here, the step 4 here is not the last step. It says and so on, right? Step 4 is readers happy all, year, hour, new, to, and so on. Which means this is a never-ending process, right? Whenever you see this kind of a step given to you as the last step, which is and so on, which means it is going to continue further, right? So for these questions, there is not a desired output that we have. This is like a cycle which keeps running, right? You keep repeating what you have been doing in the previous steps and continue the process. Right, these are also referred to as batch type problems of machine input output, right? Usually not asked in bank and SSC exams. These are asked in some other competitive exams, right? Not common for bank exams at all, right? And SSC you don't get at all, right? SSC is not there. Machine input output is not there. However, let us understand how do we answer such questions, because you know that the patterns are changing, and you can expect any new type of questions these days. So what happens in such a case? Now, step 4 is not the last step, so there is no point in looking at that and trying to understand the logic, right? That will not really help you. And then if you look at the remaining part of the question, it says as per the rule followed in the above steps, find out the appropriate answers to the following questions. So 5 questions have been given, and we have to answer all the 5 questions based on the rules here. So in these type of questions where there is a cyclic process and there is not a definite output, see, there is no definite output. There is only a step-by-step process that we follow. Right? We are not going to close the process anytime, right? It just keeps going on and on and on forever, right? So what do you do in such cases is try to follow a different method, which I'll explain you now, right? See, if you observe the input, it said Happy New Year to all our readers. Now look at step 1. Step 1 says year Happy New all our readers too. So try to understand what changes have happened from input to step 1. Right? What are the changes that have happened from input to step 1? So I think the first change is the word year has been brought to the first position. You see, year has been brought to the first position. Then happy and new follow as it is. Then it is all our readers. The word to also has been moved. It has been taken to the last position. So the point is we have chosen the third word and the fourth word, taken them to the first and the last positions respectively, and everything else remains the same. So year comes to the first position, to comes to the last position. Then it is happy new all our readers. Happy new all our readers. Let us see what happens from step 1 to step 2. Maybe the same process is followed. In many of these type of questions, the same process is followed. Right? Like for example, choose the third and the fourth positions, take them to the first and the last positions, and keep continuing. So let us see what happens in step 2. So from step 1 to step 2, if you see the changes, here we have brought all to the first position. All is fourth word. And hour to the last position, which was fifth word. Remember, in the first step, we have moved the third and fourth positions. Now we are moving the fourth and fifth positions. You see, all has been brought to first position, hour has been brought to the last position, and then everything else remains the same. Year, happy, new, readers too. So I think from step 1 to step 2, we have moved the fourth and fifth positions to the first and last positions respectively. Right? Initially, what did we do? Third and fourth. Now we have done fourth and fifth. Let us look at step 3. What happens in step 3? So from step 2 to step 3, try to see the changes. See, happy has been brought to the first position, which was the third word earlier. And new has been brought to the last position, which was the fourth word earlier. So again, we have moved the third and fourth. So I think third, fourth, fourth, fifth, third, fourth. Let us look at step 3 through step 4. What happens from step 3 to step 4? Readers has been brought to the first position. 2 has been taken to the last position. So again, we have moved fourth and fifth positions. And happy all year, our new remains in the same positions. So the point is, in the first step, we are always moving the third and fourth positions, right? If you see, these are third and fourth words, right? These are third and fourth words of the input or of this step, right? Third and fourth. In the second step, what did we do? We have moved the fourth and fifth. Again, in the third step, we have moved third and fourth. See, third and fourth from the step from the input have been moved to step 1. Then fourth and fifth of step 1 have been brought to first and last positions of step 2. Similarly, third and fourth of step 2 have been brought to first and last positions of step 3. Again, fourth and fifth. We're just trying to observe the changes, right? So what kind of changes are being done? 3, 4 are being moved to the first and last, then 4, 5 to the first and last. Then again 3, 4 to the first and last, 4, 5 to the first and last, and so on. Are you able to follow? So this is the cycle that repeats, right? It just continues in this fashion forever. Are you able to follow? So how do we answer this now? So after you have understood this, the ideal way to answer the question, see, that is the reason, the one reason why I had shown you all the 5 questions in the beginning is to understand that there are 5 questions to be answered. Are you able to follow? If it is only a 1 mark question, then we'll probably look at a different way of solving the given question. But there are 5 different questions and based on different inputs, right? If you see the first question here has the same input, right? It is talking about Happy New Year to all our readers. But when we go to the next question, it is talking about something else, right? It says aspirants desired your fulfill will year new, right? Then again there's a new input. Din bik mati ek ke jayega mol, right? Then tittle hanky tattle panky hop knob whatever it is, right? So the point is in each question of this set, different inputs have been given, and based on that different types of questions have been asked. So just learning 3 4 changing and then 4 5 changing and then again 3 4 4 5 will not help. We should have a complete step by step process which can help us answer the questions very, very easily. And the best way to do that is to go by numbering. What we will do here is as follows. I'll just clear out whatever we have written. Simple process is to write down the numbers. Like for example, let us say the input. What is the input? Look at the input. The input is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. What we are doing is replacing the words with numbers. There is an advantage when you do this, right? Playing with numbers is always easier than playing with words. I am saying the input is not Happy New Year to all our readers. The input is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Right? Now what is 1? In our case 1 means happy. Always wherever you have 1, it has to be replaced with happy. 2 is new. 3 is year. 4 is 2. 5 is all. 6 is R. And 7 is readers. Are you able to follow? So replace the words with numbers. Replace the words with numbers. It is always easier to understand the pattern in such cases, in these type of questions, when you have numbers instead of words. Right? So it's like a batch model, right? This is like a code that we have from each step. Right? From one step to the other step. Now what happens in step 1? Observe what happens in step 1. What did we do in step 1? The third and the fourth positions were brought to the first and last positions. So first position will be 3, last position will be 4. Everything else is as it is. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 have been moved. 5, 6, 7. What happens in step 2? What happens in step 2? In step 2 what do we do? Again understand, in step 2 we are moving 4th and 5th positions. We had moved 3rd and 4th. Now we'll move 4th and 5th positions. Again, when I say 4th and 5th, not this 4th word and 5th word, the 4th position and 5th position. See, understand there is a difference in 4th word and 4th position. Are you able to follow? In input, what is the 4th word? 2. In the input, what is the 4th position? 2. But when you look at step 1, in step 1, what is the 4th word? See, the 4th word is 2 only. The 4th word always remains 2. I told you, right? 1 means happy. 2 means new, 3 means year, 4 means 2 and so on. So 4th word is always 2. In step 2, what is the 4th word? 2. What is the 4th word? 2. But what is the 4th position of step 1? The 4th position of step 1 is all. What is the 4th position of step 2? It is new. What is the 4th position of step 3? It is readers and so on. So the point is in input, 3rd and 4th positions were moved. So 3rd position at 3, 4th position at 4, we have moved. In step 1, in step 2, we will move the 5th and 6th, we'll move the 4th and 5th positions of the previous step. Right? So that will give us what? We'll get 5 and 6 in the first and last positions, and then everything else has to be copied. So 3, 1, 2, 5, 6 have been moved, 7, 4. Then step 3. What happens in step 3 again? 3rd and 4th positions. Remember, 3rd and 4th is this. So this is like 1, 5, 3. Right, 1 has come here, 2 will come to the last position, 5, 3, then 7, 4, 6, and so on. So you try to get a complete cycle. You try to understand what is one cycle, right? What is one cycle? Once you get to know this is one complete cycle, answering the questions will become very simple. Now look at step 4. What will be step 4? Step 4 will be what? We have moved 3rd and 4th, right? Now we'll move 5th and 6th, which are 7 and 4. So 7 and 4. What happens? 1, 5, 3, 6, 2. Right, step 5. What is step 5? Earlier we have moved 4th and 5th. Now we'll move 3rd and 4th. So 5 and 3 will come to the first and last positions. Then we'll have 7, 1, 6, 2, 4. What is step 6? Right, step 6. Now we'll move 4th and 5th. Right, so 6 and 2 to the first and last positions. We'll have 5, 7, 1, 4, 3. right? And what is step 7? Write down step 7. Step 7 will see, earlier we had moved 4th and 5th words, 4th and 5th positions. Now we'll move 3rd and 4th positions. So 7 and 1, 6, 5, 1 has gone there, 4, 3, 2. So I mean, when I say one cycle has to be completed, one cycle completing means what? From the input of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we should again get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? But looks like this is pretty long, right? We have already got 7 steps and we have not got the same input again, right? We have not got the input. See, it is obvious that in such cases, you will get the same input after a few cycles, right? Most of the cases you'll get the same input after a few cycles. But here if you see, we haven't got anything like that. So step 1 is 3, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 4. Step 2 is 5, 3, 1, 2, 7, 4, 6 and so on. But if you observe step 7, you see the pattern. It has become 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So clearly the input has got reversed in step 7. Whatever is the input has got reversed in step 7. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes or no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 has become 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This tells you that after 7 steps, whatever input you have, it gets reversed. Because we are going to follow the same pattern again. Right? After every 7 steps, the input will get reversed. I mean, the input means what is the input for that 7 step will get reversed. You're able to follow? So input we gave was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After 7 steps, it has become 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it is obvious that after 7 steps now, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you able to follow? Now let us assume that step 7 is the new input. Let us take this as the new input. Original input is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The new input is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which is the reverse of the original input. So it is obvious that after 7 more steps, which means what? After 7 more steps means what? In 14th step, in step 14, this 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. Are you able to follow? So that's the logic. Now you have understood the whole process. If you have done this, you have understood the whole process. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After 7 steps becomes 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Which means it is getting reversed. Now if I treat 7th step as the new input, what happens? After 7 more steps, this 7th step will become reversed. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For example, suppose if I ask you what is 13th step? What will be 13th step? It will be reverse of 6th step. Yes or no? What will be 12th step? It will be reverse of 5th step. Because after every 7 steps, it is going to get reversed. Whatever is given will reverse after 7 steps. So if I ask you what is 8th step, you don't have to work on again 3rd, 4th moving or 4th, 5th moving. You know that after 7 steps it will reverse. So 8th step will be reverse of step 1. Yes or no? 9th step will be reverse of step 2. 10th step will be reverse of step 3. 11th step will be reverse of step 4. 12th step will be reverse of step 5 and so on. Once you have got this logic, you are done. I know this analysis will take about 2 minutes. I'm sure this is not very simple for most of you because we are doing it for the first time, right? But when you start solving such questions, it becomes easier. Okay, so after having spent 2 minutes, if you get this clarity that 7 steps it takes to reverse whatever we had given, you're done. So you know that this is like a batch. After every 7 steps, whatever input you give, it will reverse. After every 7 steps, whatever input you have given, it will reverse. Alright, now keeping this in mind, let us answer the 5 questions. Once you have understood this, answering the 5 questions is very, very simple. Right? Remember, so far we have not solved even a single question. We have only understood the process. We have understood this whole theory, right, behind a rearrangement. Now see how quick it is to answer the questions. The first question. Which of the following steps will be Happy New Year to all our readers for the above sample input? See, the sample input was what? The sample input is Happy New Year to all our readers. He is saying which of the following steps will be Happy New Year to all our readers. That means we want the same output. Input and output should be same. Input and output should be same. Now already we have seen that at least till 7 steps we will not get the same input. Are you able to follow? He is asking us to get the same input as output. Definitely in the first 7 steps it will not happen, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for us. So output should also be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will not happen in 7 steps. It will not happen in less than 7 steps. So option A, step 7 is wrong. It should be more than 7 steps. Now it is obvious that after we have already discussed, right? After 14 step, we will again get the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you pass the input as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, after 7 steps it becomes 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After 7 more steps, the 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you want the same input, Happy New Year to all of our readers, Happy New Year to all of our readers, How many steps will be needed? 14 steps, and 14 step is option E. He's asking which step. 14 step will be the answer. Is that clear to all of you? I hope it is clear, right? So answer will be 14 step. Let us go to the next question now. Next question. I'll just clear all this markings here. Of course, the process is on the right hand side here. Let us look at the next question. Now, the next question here says, aspirants, the input, the next question is the second question. Input is aspirants desired your fulfill will year new. Right? The input is aspirants desired your fulfill will year new. The question is, which of the following will be the 7th step for this input? We have already understood that 7th step is what? The reverse of the given input. 7th step is always the reverse of the given input. Right? So what will be the 7th step? It will be reverse. Start reading in the reverse direction. New year will fulfill your desired aspirants. New year will fulfill your desired aspirants. Remember, it is, I am repeating myself, it is easier now because we had used numbers. Suppose the same analysis if you are done using the words here. Like for example, already 4 steps are given. Some of you may think that I have wasted a lot of time by starting with numbers. Because if I continued step 5 directly from step 4, it will be easier. The problem is it will be easier for completing for this input. But when a new input is given, everything has to be done from the starting. But now when you have done with numbers, no need to do from starting. Because I know that input is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 steps should be 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is reverse of this. That is the reason always do with numbers. Don't try to take the same input and complete it and find out where you will get the same step. Because memorizing words as numbers becomes difficult, right? You cannot remember that happy is 1, new is 2, year is 3 and so on, right? You'll have to always go back and refer to what is first word, what is second word, what is third word. So that is the reason play with numbers. Alright. So what should be the 7th step? Reverse of this. New year will fulfill your desired aspirants. New year will fulfill your desire. This is easier to remember. This is like a proper statement, right? New year will fulfill your desired aspirants. So can't say is wrong. We can say it should start with new. New year will fulfill your desired aspirations. Now, strictly speaking, C also is wrong because aspirants has become aspirations. So I think Sindhuja should correct the question, right? Sindhuja had posted it and we had copied it as it is. I think this is a typo. It is not this is a typo. It is not aspirants, it is aspirations here itself. Let us assume this is aspirations. So the input was aspirations desired your fulfill will year new. You know that 7th step will be new year will fulfill your desired aspirations. So new year will fulfill your desired aspirations. Option C would be the correct answer. See, again I repeat, strictly speaking you will mark option 5 none of this. Suppose the question is given exactly this way in the exam, I will mark none of this. Because how can aspirants will become aspirations in the output? The words are not changing, right? But all of you can understand that this is a typo. There is a mistake, right? So option C is the correct answer. Okay, option C is the correct answer. I mean, yes, you can say none of these also because words have changed, but ideally it should be option C. Let us go to the next question. Next question, I'll just clear this markings here. So input is din bik mati ek ke jayega mol. Now what is he asking us to find out? He's saying which of the following steps would be ek mol jayega ke bik din mati. Now some part is here covered with this explanation. Let me just clear something. Yeah. So see, here he has given us the input. He is asking us to find out which of the following steps would be ek mol jayega ke bik din mati. Now how do you answer this question? Simple. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now accordingly find out what is this step, right? Ek is 4, mol is 7, jayega is 6, k is 5, bik is 2, din is 1 and mati is 3. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the input. He's saying which of the following steps would be 4, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3. Now look at the illustration. Do we have 4, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3 somewhere? 4, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3? No. You see, nothing is starting with 4. 4, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3. However, you know that the actual complete cycle will be 14 steps. We are only looking at first 7 steps, right? What we are seeing here is only first 7 steps. Actual cycle is 14 steps. So the step given to us is 4, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3, which is not available in this first 7 steps. But definitely it should be available in the remaining 7 steps. Not definitely, but most probably. So what we will do is, once we have checked in the forward direction, 4, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3 is not available in the forward direction. Check in the reverse direction now. Is there somewhere 4, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3? Yes. Step 1, 4, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3. See, we are checking in the reverse direction. 4, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3. So basically, my step 1 was 3, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 4. After 7 steps, that means in 8th step, what do we get? We'll get the reverse of step 1. It will be 4, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3. And that is what is given here, 4, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3. So can I say this will be 8th step? Yes. Option D will be the answer. Are you able to follow? So check in the forward directions in the first 7 steps. Is it there or not? Then check in the reverse. It will be easier. Like for example, suppose if you get step 3. Suppose the reverse of step 3 is 4, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3. You know that 10th step will be the output. 10th step will be 4, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3. Is that clear to all of you? Let's go to the next question. Let me just clear this. Sorry. Yeah, here's the next one. I'm just clearing this. Yeah. So now what is given? One more input is given. Look at the input. What is the input? The input says, no, not the input. He says step 10 of an input is tittle, hanky, tattle, panky, hob, knob, mop. Right? Step 10. Step 10 has been given. Which of the following would be step 12? Which of the following will be step 12? Step 10 is given to us. Remember, step 10 is given to us. He is asking us to find out which of the following will be step 12. Are you able to follow? Which of the following will be step 12? Now, how do you answer this question? Step 10 is given. He is asking us to find out step 12. There are two ways of doing it. One is follow that logic of, in the first step we'll move 3rd and 4th. In the second step we'll move 4th and 5th. In the third step we'll move 3rd and 4th. In the fourth step we'll move 4th and 5th. So it's like this. In every odd step, we are moving 3rd and 4th positions. In every even step, we are moving 4th and 5th positions. You remember our earlier understanding. The first step, we'll move 3rd and 4th positions. In the second step, we'll move 4th and 5th positions. You're getting it? To get the second step, we'll move 4th and 5th positions. To get the first step, we'll move 3rd and 4th positions. Right? To get the third step, we'll move 3rd and 4th. To get the fourth step, we'll move 4th and 5th. To get the fifth step, we'll move 3rd and 4th. To get the sixth step, we'll move 4th and 5th. If you have understood that, then directly from step 10 also you can find out the answer. Right? This is step 10. Now to get the step 11, what should we do? Step 11 is odd step. In odd steps, we are moving 3rd and 4th positions. So I will say that in step 11, tattle will come to the first position, panky will go to the last position. So what will be step 11? 11th step will be tattle, then panky will be the last word, and then it will have tittle, hanky, right? Tattle, tittle, hanky, and hob, knob, mop. Hob, knob, mop. This is 11th step, but what is he asking us to find out? 12th step. Now what happens in 12th step? 12th step is a even step. In even step, what do we do? In even step, we'll move 4th and 5th words. So here the 4th and 5th positions. 4th and 5th positions are hob and knob. So first position should be hob, last position should be knob. First verify. Is there anything which is starting with hob here? No. So I think A, B, C, D are wrong. Hence option E is the answer. Are you able to follow? We know that this is step 10 for an input. This is step 10. What will be step 11? Step 11 we will get by moving 3rd and 4th positions to the first and last position respectively. So tattle will come to the first position, panky will go to the last position, and intermediate will arrange like that. Right? So what happens? Tittle, hanky, then hob, knob, mop, and finally panky. This is step 11. He is asking us to find out step 12. In step 12, which is an even step, we will move the 4th and 5th positions. 4th position here is hob, the 5th position is knob. So hob comes to the first position in 12th step and knob goes to the last position. When I look at the options, none of the options start with hob, which means all these options are wrong. So fifth option, none of this is correct. Right? Is that clear to all of you? So answer will be option E, none of this. There is one more way of doing it. Here what we have done, we have not looked at whatever illustration or whatever understanding we had done through the analysis, right? The first 7 steps. So we are directly taking step 10. From that we are finding out step 11 and then step 12. The other way of doing it is, you can look at this also. So if this is step 10, again you have to give numbering according to step 10. He's asking us to find out what step 12, right? Yeah. So you know that step 12 will be reverse of what? Step 5. Step 12 is asking us to find out step 12. Step 12 will be reverse of step 5. Step 5 is what? 5, 7, 1, 6, 2, 4, 3. So step 12 should be reverse of step 5, which is 3, 4, 2, 6, 1, 7, 5. But step 5 is not known to us. Step 10 is known to us. So in step 10, now step 10 is reverse of step 3. Are you able to follow? Step 10, this given step is the reverse of step 3. What is step 3? 1537462. So if this is 1537462, step 10 should be 2647351. This should be 2647351. I am explaining you the other way of solving this question. Are you able to follow? I am explaining you the second way. We have already got the answer as none of this by just getting step 12 from step 10. The other way is as follows. You know that step 10 is reverse of step 3. So step 3 we know is 1537462. So step 10 should be 2647351. 2647351. So now you know that second word is tittle, sixth word is hanky, fourth word is tattle, seventh word is panky, third word is knot, fifth word is knob, and first word is mob. What is he asking us to find out? Step 12. You know that step 12 will be the reverse of step 5. Step 12 should be the reverse of step 5. What is step 5? 5716243. So answer in step 12 should be reverse of this. Right? So step 12. What will be step 12? Step 12 will be reverse of step 5. Reverse of step 5 is what? 342 6175. 6175. Now this 3 is nothing but third word. What is third word? Hob. What is fourth word? Tattle. So you know the answer should start with hob. Look at the options. Gets eliminated. All the options get eliminated. Are you able to follow? So you can use the cycle that we have drawn here, or you can directly find out step 12 from step 10. I hope this is clear to all of you. Right? First thing is step 10 is reverse of step 3. So based on step 3, find out the words, number of each of these words. So reverse of step 3 is 2647351. So 2647351. So I can say that second word is tittle, sixth word is hanky, fourth word is tattle, and so on. He's asking us to find out step 12. We very well know that step 12 will be the reverse of step 5. So reverse of step 5 is third word, fourth word, second word, sixth word, first word, seventh word, fifth word. Right? Reverse of step 5. So step 12 will be first third word. Now the third word is hob. First position should be hob. None of the options have got hob. So answer is option 5. Look at the last question. There's one more question along with this. Right. So let us look at this last question. So in this last question he has given us step 4. Read this. It says step 4 of an input is all done half right at none for. All done half right at none for. He's asking us to find out which of the following would definitely be the input. Now most of you, when I asked this question in the beginning, said the answer should be cannot be determined. Because we have discussed in the machine input output video that for definite input, the answer is always cannot be determined. Right? Which of the following is definite input? It cannot be determined. But in which cases? Only in cases where there is a desired output. Right? Only in cases where desired output, the definite input cannot be determined. Where we are just doing some sort of rearrangement. But here this is a cyclic process, right? Since this is a cyclic process, can you not find out the definite input? Like for example, if step 5 is given, if this is step 5, what is the input? Step 5 you know is 5716243. What is the input? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So accordingly you can get the input, right? So in this case, if you mark answer as cannot be determined, you would be wrong. Right? Answer can be determined, right? Answer can be determined. So first option is the wrong answer. How do we do it now? He has given us step 4. What is step 4? 7153624. Right? Step 4. Look at this. 7153624. So 7153624. 7153624. He's asking us to find out which of the following would definitely be the input. The input is always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes or no? The input is always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever is in the input has been taken as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what will be the input? Done, none, right, for, half, at, all. That order, right? So input will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it should start with done. Is it starting with done? C is ruled out, D is ruled out. It should start with done. So done. Then second word will be none. Third word will be right. Fourth word will be for. Fifth word will be half. Sixth word will be at. Seventh word will be all. Yes. So option B is the correct answer. Is that clear? Done, none, right, for, half, at, all. That's it. I think these are the 5 questions that have been asked along with this